Manchester City continued their strong form with a composed 2-0 victory over Villarreal at the Estadio de la Ceramica, extending their unbeaten run to 10 games across all competitions. Coming into the match with 7 wins and 2 draws in their last 9 outings, scoring around 20 goals and conceding only 4, Pep Guardiola's side looked increasingly assured in both structure and mentality. City started brightly, controlling possession and dictating tempo early on. Their breakthrough came in the 17th minute when Rico Lewis delivered a precise cross that Erling Haaland clinically finished, extending his remarkable scoring streak to 12 consecutive matches. Just before halftime, Bernardo Silva doubled the lead with a well-timed header from another Lewis assist, highlighting the youngster's standout performance. Villarreal attempted to rally in the second half, but City's game management was composed and disciplined. With around 66% possession in a solid defensive shape, they limited the hosts to few meaningful chances and saw out the match with maturity. Although the second half lacked the intensity of the first, the clean sheet, away victory, and continued momentum underlined City's growing confidence and tactical control in Europe. Arsenal make big statement with 4-0 rout over Atletico Madrid. Arsenal delivered a commanding performance, dismantling Atletico Madrid 4-0 at the Emirates Stadium in the Champions League to extend not off the bar and strong saves by Atletico's keeper. Then, in a devastating burst starting in the 57th minute, Arsenal took full control. A finely worked free kick from Declan Rice found Gabriel Magalhaes, who headed in the opener. 7 minutes later, a dynamic run by the young Miles Lewis-Skelly set up Gabriel Martinelli to score a classy second. The third and fourth goals came within minutes through Victor Gyökeres, ending his scoring drought with a brace and sealing the emphatic win. Barcelona run riot in 6-1 rout of Olympiacos. Barcelona delivered a commanding performance on Tuesday night, dismantling Olympiacos 6-1 in their third match of the UEFA Champions League group phase. From the outset, Barca looked the more dangerous side, and by halftime had already taken control with 2 goals from the rising star Fermin Lopez. The first from a rebound after a shot from Lamine Yamal, the second from a lightning counterattack. Olympiacos responded with a spark early in the second half when Ayoub El Kaabi converted a penalty after a handball was spotted by VAR. But minutes later, the visitors' challenge collapsed after Santiago Hesse was shown a second yellow and sent off, leaving them a man down. From that point, Barcelona were ruthless. Yamal scored from the spot, and Fermin completed his hat trick while Marcus Rashford added a clinical brace to seal the emphatic scoreline. The win provides a significant confidence boost ahead of their upcoming domestic clash and sends a message of intent. Barcelona are sharp, potent, and ready to make waves in Europe. Despite some defensive lapses early in transition, the overall performance was their best in weeks. Paris Saint-Germain produced a thrilling, dominant display as they trounced Bayer Leverkusen 7-2 in Germany. From the 7th minute, when William Pacho gave PSG the lead with an early header, the hosts were immediately under pressure. Leverkusen equalized via a penalty through Alex Garcia in the 37th minute, but that sparked a chain reaction. PSG responded by scoring 3 times in the final minutes of the first half, including a brace from Désiré Doué to take a 4-1 edge into the break. The second half saw PSG maintain the momentum. Nuno Mendes, Ousmane Dembélé, and Vitinha also got on the score sheet, whilst the German side collapsed defensively. Leverkusen also suffered from 2 red cards, which compounded their woes. For PSG, this emphatic win underlines their attacking depth, clinical finishing, and ability to punish opponents from the first whistle. Leverkusen, by contrast, an onslaught. This result sends a strong message to the group and beyond that PSG are not just contenders, but a force to be reckoned with. Borussia Dortmund secured a gritty 4-2 away victory at Copenhagen to further cement their undefeated start in this season's Champions League group phase. They took the lead in the 20th minute when Felix and Mika produced a superb individual strike. However, Copenhagen responded in unexpected fashion around the 33rd minute, when a clearance attempt by Remy Bensebaini rebounded off teammate Waldemar Anton and looped into the net for an own goal. Dortmund regained the lead early in the second half by way of a penalty. Copenhagen's Lucas Larreguer tugged back Serhou Guirassy during a set piece 3 minutes from time, making it 4-1. A late goal from Copenhagen's substitute Victor Daddison, 99th minute, brought a 4-2 final score. For Dortmund, this match showcased their attacking quality, game management under pressure, and ability to weather an early setback. Napoli entered this clash needing stability after a couple of stumbles in Serie A, but they were met with a brutal wake-up call in Eindhoven. Despite taking an early lead through Scott McTominay's headed goal in the 31st minute, Napoli unraveled quickly. An own goal by Alessandro Buongiorno leveled the score within minutes, and then Ismail Saibari broke away to give PSV the lead at halftime. In the second half, PSV surged. Dennis Mann bagged a brace, including a thunderous long-range strike, and Napoli's frustration peaked when Lorenzo Luca was sent off in the 76th minute, leaving the visitors already reeling. Napoli pulled one back through McTominay in the 86th minute, but more damage followed seconds later as Ricardo Pepi and Kuhaib Drioek compounded the nightmare, stretching the score to 6-2. For Napoli, this was a night to forget. Their defense, once considered a hallmark under manager Antonio Conte, looked lost. Captain Giovanni Di Lorenzo admitted the side had lost compactness and balance. On the flip side, PSV showed sharpness, attacking verve, and clinical finishing. They turned an early setback into a resounding statement.